Tyson still has the same hunger now he's at the top. He'll only come back to get the biggest bags, not the biggest belts. We found that quote.
All these belts he's already got.
The Fury family drama has taken another heated turn, with John Fury firing verbal jabs at his son Tyson Fury following the fallout from Tyson's back-to-back defeats to Alexander Usyk. The tension began escalating when Tyson excluded his father from his corner in training camp in the lead-up to the rematch. John Fury had warned his son about the potential consequences of his decisions, and Tyson's eventual defeat only solidified John's stance that he wasn't the root cause of Tyson's problems in the first place. The strained father-son relationship has worsened further, with Tyson expressing interest in a trilogy against Usyk, a move John has vehemently opposed, urging Tyson to retire from boxing instead of pursuing another uphill battle. Despite his father's harsh criticism, Tyson doesn't appear ready to hang up his gloves just yet. Retirement isn't on the radar for the self-proclaimed Gypsy King, who seems eager to capitalize on the sport financially and prove his resilience. Tyson had hinted at a potential trilogy even before the second fight, declaring his intentions to face Usyk again during an interview with Al Arabiya. "When I win on Saturday night, there's gotta be a trilogy next year for sure," Tyson said confidently before his second defeat to the Ukrainian heavyweight champion. Tyson has a history of engaging in memorable trilogies, with his iconic three-fight series against Deontay Wilder between 2018 and 2021 cementing his legacy. However, a third clash with Usyk would depend not only on Tyson's will to continue.
He just thinks, okay, he wants to be known as the richest boxer and take Floyd Mayweather's title in a different way. Now all of a sudden, click, he's gone money mad, thinking he can compete with the Saudis, which is impossible. They've got more money than sand, haven't they? And there's a lot of sand in Arabia. So, but that, to me, I can tell now.
But also on Usyk's readiness to step into the ring again after another physically grueling contest. And both fighters agree the boxing world's power brokers would likely greenlight the matchup, recognizing the monumental stakes of such a battle to crown the undisputed king of the modern heavyweight division. Alternatively, the pressure mounts for Tyson Fury to switch gears and finally face Anthony Joshua, a fight fans have been yearning for over the years. With Fury at 36 and Joshua at 35, the clock is ticking for the two British heavyweights to settle their long, simmering rivalry. Tyson has been vocal about his desire to face Joshua, even going so far as to say it wouldn't matter if Joshua was far past his prime or on a losing streak. It doesn't matter if we're 50 years old, we'll have to fight, Tyson once remarked, emphasizing the importance of making the fight happen before it's too late. Yet there are other potential paths for Fury. A rematch with Daniel Dubois, who delivered a shocking knockout to Fury in September, could be in the cards. Dubois, fresh off his win, has expressed interest in fighting Usyk, but might also consider a clash with Fury, given their history. And Usyk's claims, "Let's have a fight," next. Sure, amidst all this speculation, retirement looms as another possible outcome. Tyson turns 37 next year, and his storied career has seen countless wars in the ring. Coupled with his comfortable family life, the idea of hanging up the gloves isn't far-fetched. After his second loss to Usyk, Tyson remained non-committal about his future, saying, "I'm having some time off. I might continue, I might not. Who knows?" We'll talk about that next year. Though Fury initially planned to retire at 34, he reversed course and has repeatedly hinted at more fights in his future. Last February, he dismissed retirement rumors, stating on Instagram, "I ain't retiring. I've got 2 fights with Usyk for the undisputed."
Camp, and he has put some slog in, because I've slaughtered him. And I mean slaughtered him, because he's needed it. And you're going to see the benefit of that Saturday night on social.
Whether he sticks to his word or chooses to walk away from the sport remains to be seen. I personally, I'm so far from saying that I make a mistake when I'm exposed, but the Gypsy King's next move is uncertain. But one thing is clear: boxing fans will be watching closely. Whether Tyson returns to reclaim his throne or finally steps out of the ring for good, Let us know your thoughts on Fury's future, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more updates on this unfolding saga. Tyson Fury's future plans in boxing remain ambitious despite the latest chapter in his storied career ending in disappointment. Following his recent defeat to Alexander Usyk in their December 21 rematch at the Kingdom Arena, Fury was quick to address what's next for him, boldly stating, "I'm going to fight AJ at least once, better maybe twice if there's a rematch after the first battering I give him. Then I'm gonna fight Francis Ngannou again, and that's just the start. So there's 5 little fights for you to whet your appetite with. I ain't going nowhere. Nowhere. I'm 35 years old and in the prime of my life." The highly anticipated clash between Fury and Usyk delivered exactly what fans expected. 2 warriors giving their all in a relentless and tactical battle. With the unified heavyweight championship on the line, both fighters displayed their trademark grit and skill in a bout that will be remembered as a classic. Usyk at 37 and Fury 36 engaged in a seesaw battle that had fans on the edge of their seats from start to finish. Fury began the fight strong, using his reach advantage with powerful jabs and sweeping hooks, and adding the quick 1-2 combinations that had been absent in their first encounter. Usyk, however, remained undeterred, targeting Fury's body and mixing in high jabs to disrupt his rhythm. The tide shifted in the 4th round when Usyk found his range, increasing his offensive output and cutting the ring to control the distance. Despite Fury's attempts to reassert dominance with his reach and powerful punches, Usyk's tempo and precision.
And I've been around fighting him all my life. I can see inside the soul. He knows he's facing the best Tyson Fury. And what we've worked on, and how he
allowed him to sweep the later rounds. The judges' scorecards reflected the Ukrainian's superior performance, all reading 1-1, 6, 1-1, 2 in his favor, officially closing the state superior performance in the later rounds, with Usyk's finish 3-1, 1-6, 1-1, 2 in his favor, officially closing this superior performance in the later rounds. The aftermath of the fight saw mixed emotions from Fury and his team. While Fury stormed out of the ring in frustration, promoter Frank Warren voiced his disappointment in the decision. "He's Tyson Fury. Very disappointed, as am I," Warren said. "I don't understand how he has only won 4 rounds. It's up to him. It's too early to say what's next. Emotions are running high." Warren's comments, however, sparked backlash from fans and critics alike. Many took to social media to defend Usyk's victory, emphasizing the clear dominance he displayed in the later rounds. Boxing writer Jake Donovan dismissed Warren's protest, noting that most onlookers believed Usyk had done enough to bag the win. Fans chimed in with calls for Warren to maintain composure, pointing out that closely contested rounds often lead to varying interpretations by judges. Meanwhile, Usyk celebrated his victory in style, hoisting a ceremonial samurai sword in the air, a symbolic gesture that resonated with his fans. His triumph solidified his position as one of the most formidable heavyweights of the modern era. As Fury contemplates his next move, speculation about a potential fight with Anthony Joshua continues to build. Fury's remarks about a trilogy with Usyk and a rematch with Francis Ngannou also suggest he is far from considering retirement, whether he seeks redemption in the ring or transitions to the next phase of his career. The Gypsy King remains a central figure in the ever-evolving landscape of heavyweight boxing. After Tyson Fury's latest loss to Alexander Usyk, promoter Frank Warren didn't hold back in his post-fight comments, claiming that Fury had won the fight. His frustration extended even after the match, as he criticized the scorecards and expressed his displeasure in an interview with 5 Live, calling the judge's decision nonsense.
in camp, and he has put some slog in, because I've slaughtered him. And I mean slaughtered him, because he's needed it. And you're going to see the benefit of that Saturday night. And so
Keith Adia, however, disagreed with Warren, believing the judges made the correct call. He also highlighted the ongoing concern regarding the judging in the Usyk-Fury fight, which had been a topic of debate leading up to the event. Meanwhile, the discussion surrounding Usyk's place in boxing history has gained significant attention. Many are now reevaluating his legacy, with some analysts suggesting that Usyk could rank between 15th and 20th among the greatest heavyweights of all time. given his significant accomplishments, including being an Olympic gold medalist and an undisputed champion in 2 weight classes. His victory over Fury further cemented his place in the sport, although opinions on his impact as a heavyweight remain divided. Some fans believe it's too early to make a final judgment, preferring to wait until 2025 to see how his career unfolds. As for Fury, the analysis of his legacy continues to provoke differing views. Some fans argue that Fury's standing among the best of this era should not be as high as others suggest, especially considering his lack of high-profile victories over opponents like Daniel Dubois or Anthony Joshua. One fan pointed out that Dubois, if he defeats Joe Parker in February, might have a more impressive resume than Fury. Others believe that Fury's resume, while strong, lacks the depth of some other greats, leading them to place him outside the top 20. However, some still argue that Fury could beat any heavyweight on his best day, even if his performances have declined since his trilogy with Deontay Wilder. There were even more extreme opinions, with one user questioning if Fury is the worst ever, although that sentiment wasn't widely shared. Meanwhile, Usyk, ever the good-natured competitor, humorously dismissed Warren's complaints, jokingly calling him blind and crazy. The fight itself was a brutal back-and-forth affair, with Fury using his jab to keep Usyk at bay in the early rounds, even landing a solid right hand in round 2. However, Usyk began to find his rhythm by round 3, landing a flush left hook and increasing the pressure in subsequent rounds. The two fighters went toe-to-toe in the 5th, with Fury landing heavy body shots while Usyk fired back with combinations to the head.
Nothing. If I do say, if you want things, go and get them yourself. I can't give them because I don't want to. I'm happy with my life. I've give you life. Go and do the best you can with it. And I'm old school, me. I'm probably Victorian, never mind old, but that's the way I live my life. And
Usyk's superior conditioning began to show in the later rounds, with the Ukrainian landing a sharp hook in round 7 and controlling the pace in the following rounds. Barry, weighing in at a career-high 281 pounds, tried to lean on his size and jab, but Usyk rocked him in the 11th round with a lightning-fast combination, including another left hook to the face. In the final round, Usyk sealed his victory with an uppercut to Fury's chin, leaving little doubt about the outcome. There we go. Usyk celebrated his triumph by holding up a saber that once belonged to Ivan Mazepa, symbolizing the depth of his victory. The rematch has left fans divided, but one thing is clear: Usyk's legacy continues to grow, and Fury's future in the sport remains uncertain as debates over his place in boxing history continue to rage. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky quickly celebrated Alexander Usyk's victory over Tyson Fury, calling it a symbol of Ukraine's resilience amidst nearly 3 years of war with Russia. Zelensky emphasized the importance of the win in a post on Telegram, declaring, "Victory is so important and so necessary for all of us now." The prize purse for the fight was reported to have surged to $190 million, with Usyk, as the defending champion, expected to receive the larger portion. This clash was a key part of Saudi Arabia's ambitious sports portfolio, which has faced criticism for potential sports washing amid concerns over the country's human rights record. Despite suffering a unanimous defeat on Saturday night, Fury remained confident that he had won the bout, claiming that he had been ahead by 3 rounds. The fight was a thrilling and hard-fought contest, with neither fighter giving an inch.
you spoil a kid and he's good for now. I don't care how talented he is. If they're spoiled, they're no good. It's like Tyson. He was never spoiled. He didn't have all his own weight. He had just the same.
Usyk, however, finished the stronger, securing a more decisive victory than in their first encounter 7 months earlier. The judges scored the bout 1-1, 6-1-1-2 in Usyk's favor, giving him the win with a clear-cut decision compared to their previous split decision in May. After the result was announced, Fury exited the ring visibly disappointed with the judges' scoring. Later, when speaking to reporters backstage, Fury reiterated his belief that he had won the fight. Speaking to Sky Sports Boxing, he insisted, "I clearly won the fight." He added in an interview with ESPN, "I thought I won the fight again. I was on the front foot the entire time." When you don't get the knockout, this is what happens. Fury's comments hinted at frustration with the judges, despite his strong showing in the ring. Usyk, meanwhile, appeared bemused when asked if he felt he deserved the win. His post-fight interactions were further complicated by heavyweight contender Daniel Dubois, who called for a rematch after his loss to Usyk last year. The punch statistics from the bout revealed that Fury had thrown more punches, 509, compared to Usyk's 423, but Usyk landed more effectively with 179 punches landed to Fury's 144. Usyk's accuracy was evident as he connected on 42% of his punches, while Fury landed just 28% of his. As the debate around the fight's outcome continues, fans and analysts will likely continue to discuss the legacy of both fighters. For now, Usyk's victory stands as a definitive statement in his quest for greatness in the heavyweight division. Stay tuned for more updates on the world of boxing by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and turning on notifications for the latest news, events, and in-depth coverage.